Dear one who is receiving this message, please know that a truly special communication awaits you, a message imbued with the gentle guidance and protective love of your guardian angels. In the beginning, these celestial beings weren't entirely convinced of your value. Their initial impressions left them uncertain, and they questioned whether you truly possessed the depth and brilliance they had hoped for. However, as time passed and your true essence began to shine through with every heartfelt action and every sincere word, they discovered that you were far more extraordinary than they had first imagined. With each encounter, your intrinsic worth rang louder and clearer until they could no longer ignore the undeniable truth. You are a remarkable soul with infinite potential. Your angels want you to know that it's completely natural, and indeed completely acceptable, to hold up a protective barrier when engaging with unfamiliar people. In our lives, we often encounter moments when someone from outside our immediate circle is introduced into our personal space. Imagine, for instance, a scenario where a trusted friend invites someone new to one of your gatherings. Naturally, your instincts prompt you to keep a cautious distance at first. It is only through the trust you have in your friend that you allow yourself to be open to this new connection. That initial wariness is a healthy instinct, a reminder that your heart is guarded until you have every reason to let it fully open. Now, consider the other side of the coin. Picture this: the newcomer, arriving with their own set of defenses, meeting you for the first time. They, too, carry a shield, a cautious barrier built up from past experiences, which keeps them from immediately accepting what you say. They aren't openly hostile or antagonistic. They are merely reserved, their emotions locked away behind a protective facade. Then, one day, something unexpected happens, a moment when you share a piece of wisdom that seems to break through that barrier. Your words, born of personal experience and heartfelt understanding, catch them off guard. In that moment, they begin to see that vulnerability isn't a sign of weakness, but rather a path toward deeper connection and growth. This revelation transforms their perception of you completely, opening a window to a connection that had once seemed impossible. Many of the most profound and lasting friendships are born from such surprising encounters. Sometimes, the strongest bonds form not when people already know everything about each other, but when they start as strangers, two souls on very different journeys, whose lives intersect in unexpected ways. Often, what begins as a chance meeting or even a slight misunderstanding can blossom into a relationship filled with mutual respect and care. Your guardian angels are urging you to recognize that, in that person who once kept you at arm's length, there now lies the seed of something far more significant. Though initially reluctant to trust, they have come to realize that perhaps they misjudged you, and in doing so, they inadvertently closed themselves off from the possibility of a wonderful friendship, or even more, that could enrich both your lives. There was a time when, during a conversation in which you were both present, you shared your thoughts with this guarded soul. It wasn't a rehearsed speech or a calculated lesson, but rather an honest outpouring of the wisdom you had gathered over years of trials and triumphs. Your words were simple and sincere, drawing from experiences that many would overlook in their haste. At first, the individual was unmoved, clinging tightly to their preconceived notions, and insisting that their perspective was the only correct one. They dismissed your insights as irrelevant, choosing instead to rely on their own, seemingly foolproof logic. But as life continued, the echo of your words persisted in the back of their mind, a quiet, persistent reminder of a truth they had long resisted. It wasn't long before the consistency of your message began to wear down their rigid defenses. Much like the adage that a broken clock is still right twice a day, your words gradually proved their worth, resonating deeply, even when they were initially dismissed. In time, the stubborn barriers that once kept them isolated from your influence began to crumble. This transformation was not immediate. It took time and a willingness to acknowledge that perhaps, just perhaps, they had been wrong all along. Admitting error, especially to oneself, is a daunting task. Yet, in that very moment of self-reflection, when the weight of their own assumptions grew too heavy to bear, they began to see that vulnerability could indeed be a strength rather than a weakness. As their defenses softened, this person gradually started to open up. They began sharing parts of themselves that had been hidden away, their fears, their dreams, the challenges that once seemed insurmountable. In doing so, they discovered that the once daunting obstacles in their life could be overcome with a little bit of trust and a lot of courage. And who do they thank for inspiring this transformation? They thank you. Though you may see your shared wisdom as nothing more than the simple product of your own journey, to them, it was a revelation, a lifeline, thrown across the chasm of their guarded heart. Your influence, gentle yet profound, planted a seed of doubt in their long-held beliefs, a doubt that has since blossomed into a liberating idea that it is okay to be vulnerable. With this newfound freedom, they were able to tackle the challenges that had once troubled them, slowly evolving into a more confident, mature, and complete individual. Deep inside, they want to express their gratitude to you, though finding the right moment or the right words has proven challenging. It's a delicate dance when someone who once kept their distance starts to long for a deeper connection, and the path to togetherness can feel both exhilarating and intimidating. Yet the universe, in all its infinite wisdom, has a plan for you both. It has set the wheels in motion so that your lives may converge once again. Because of the profound impact of your words, this once reserved person is undergoing a positive metamorphosis. They are changing, growing, and evolving in ways that not only enhance their own life, but also have the potential to bring you closer together. They now long to see you, to hear your voice, to share in the light that you so effortlessly radiate. In time, they may even come to see you as more than just a wise friend. They might begin to harbor feelings that go deeper than simple gratitude or admiration. To them, you are one of the most genuine souls they have ever encountered. There is an unspoken promise in your presence, a promise that the future holds incredible possibilities. They find themselves dreaming of what might be, wondering how spending more time with you and learning from your experiences could change their life. And while this may be a surprise to you, understand that your influence is far greater than you might ever realize. The casual words that leave your lips have a way of lingering in the hearts and minds of others, resonating long after they've been spoken. This particular individual carries with them qualities that make them both challenging and immensely valuable: a headstrong nature, paired with a deep-seated pride. Yet, it is precisely these attributes, when combined with the transformation you've inspired, that promise a unique and lasting bond. You have, perhaps, unknowingly earned the right to call them a best friend, someone who is not only grateful for your wisdom, but who also wants nothing more than to see you thrive. They want you to know just how significant you are in their life, even if their gratitude is not yet fully expressed. Be aware that true transformation is a gradual process. It may take time for them to muster the courage to express their feelings, to ask you to step closer into their life in a way that both of you can grow together. When that moment arrives, your guardian angels will whisper in your ear, urging you to accept this person wholeheartedly. They come bearing the promise of change of a life that is enriched by shared experiences, mutual growth, and deep emotional connection. This is one of many turning points you will encounter on your journey through life, a journey that, at times, may seem overwhelming. But remember, you are never alone. The universe, with all its infinite compassion, is deeply invested in your well-being. It conspires in mysterious ways to ensure that you do not have to face your challenges by yourself. In moments of hardship, when the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear, take comfort in knowing that the universe has arranged for support to arrive when you most need it. As long as you remain dedicated to your path and willing to put in the necessary work, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your guardian angels are steadfast in their belief that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle and realizing your full potential. At this very moment, the person whose life you have touched is watching from afar, their hearts slowly aligning with the possibility of a future that includes you. They see in you a light that they have long yearned for, a beacon of hope in a world that sometimes feels dark and uncertain. Soon enough, they will feel compelled to step forward and express their admiration openly, to try to win your heart with the same gentle, transformative energy that you have always shared so freely. So, prepare yourself for an adventure, a journey of growth, connection, and the discovery of new depths within yourself. Embrace the knowledge that your guardian angels are always watching over you, guiding you toward the realization of your limitless potential. Each step you take, every word you speak, and every act of kindness you offer contributes to a grand tapestry that the universe is weaving just for you. In closing, let us offer a prayer, a heartfelt invocation for the one whose life is being transformed by your influence. Lord, guide this precious soul on their journey of self-discovery and growth. Grant them the courage to embrace vulnerability, the wisdom to learn from every experience, and the strength to overcome every challenge they encounter. Bless them with the insight to recognize the deep connections that form along their path, and help them see the light of love and support that surrounds them. May their journey lead them to those who cherish and understand their true worth, and may they fully realize the limitless potential that lies within. In your gracious name, we pray. Amen. Let this message, imbued with the benevolent energy of the universe, fill your heart and broaden your horizons. Know that wonderful things are on their way to you, that your path is being carefully guided toward growth and love. When you're ready to receive the full measure of these blessings, simply type 444 and claim the magic and transformation that await. Remember, Every moment is a new opportunity to forge connections, learn from the past, and embrace the future with an open heart. Your journey is a mosaic of small yet significant steps, each one a testament to your resilience, your capacity for growth, and your innate ability to inspire those around you. May you always feel the gentle presence of your guardian angels by your side, cheering you on as you step into the fullness of your destiny. Embrace the transformation that is unfolding, knowing that every word, every gesture, and every moment of vulnerability is a gift that has the power to change not only your life, but the lives of those you touch.